Welcome back to the Battlefield Siege Run here. We have another Pauper video for you. We're playing mono white aggro again. This time we have a couple changes that we're running back. So we're doing the standard mono white aggro list, but we've changed some numbers here. So we actually are running 3 Luxknight Breachers this time. So I felt like 4 was probably a little bit too much in this deck. You wanted the wide ability and the tall ability, but more than 1 Luxknight Breacher kind of was diminishing returns. So I wanted to cut down, a bit similar to how you would only kind of have like 3 legendaries sometimes because you don't want to draw the multiples. So we're trying out the 3. We've just cut down around these 1 drops. So we're actually bringing 2 Lunak Veterans back in, and we have the 2 Benevolent Bodyguards as the split, just to help with the burn matchup. We have the standard 4 Core Skyfishers, 4 Fiends Informant, and 4 Thraben Charms, and the standard 8 Inspector. I'm never leaving home without them. 4 Militia Bugler to find the Bodyguards, Lunak Veterans, and the Luxknight Breachers. And we just cut down to 2 Strands and the standard 3 Guardians Pledges. We are running the extra land, or 2 lands. Some people run 18 to 19 lands, and then the Eagles. So we just want the land drops to get to the 4 drops a bit more. I am wondering if the land drop needs to go up a little bit higher. In the sideboard, we're running the 4 Holy Lights. I really don't want to lose against Elves. And we also have the Prismatic Strands, the rest of the play set. We have 3 Palace Sentinels. I don't really want to lose against those hard control lists. So I wanted something that I could draw cards and still win the game a bit later on and climb back. I'm running 4 Lone Missionary to help with the burn matchup. Because we are a little bit slower, we're not running more of those Lord effects, and our curve goes out a bit more. And we have 2 Destroy Evils. I found this card quite good in it, just helping with Spire combo. You can kill those walls that matter a lot more, and you can also kill Chrysalis. Just this multifunctional is quite good. So I thought we'd take it through a league and see how we go with this one.
Alright, welcome to round 1. We are on the draw. This hand, does have playables over time, but it doesn't do anything for 3 turns, so we just bottom it. We'll keep this bottom on planes. Informant into probably just getting rid of all these Skyfishes is fine. We're playing against the Eggs Tron deck likely. I don't really like my matchup with this. We just play an Ancient Den and pass. Yeah. Yeah, this hand is not fast. Okay. Those I don't have Tron on 3. Just little things. I am going to play... Look, we'll just play the Citadel. We'll play the Informant. We're probably just going to bugger a Skyfish here. Actually, probably the Thraben Charm. Doesn't really do anything for us. It will pass. And then we can go Thraben Inspector. Core Skyfisher, pick up the Thraben Inspector. Although we're probably likely not going to be using all those extra... There it is. Golden Foundry. The place where my dreams go to die. Let's just attack for 3. Lunak Veterans, not great against them. Benevolent Bodyguard's pretty mid against them as well. So let's just play Inspector. And then play the Skyfisher. Maybe, just maybe we can get there with Flyers, but I just highly doubt it. Pass. I mean, it's pretty cool just having like, how cool is Pauper where you can just literally play a deck that runs Golden Foundry? Like, who's playing that card? You know, like, obviously this deck's playing this card and it's a good card, but like, you know, there people who are opening, what even set is it from? Like Mirrodin? Yeah, okay, it's in Scars of Mirrodin. Oh, I got downshifted in Edge of Eternities, right, so it's fairly new. Right, they got the Tron. They got a Retriever now. So now we kind of actually need to keep up this Thraben Charm so they can't just kill us next turn. Remove 3. So let's attack with both. And we're going to fade, because yes, they can have the combos. So let's just play the Thraben Inspector and then, because they don't know what else is in our hand, and then we'll hold on to this. Like, if they don't do the combo here, we can just crack a clue. So here we're going to kill the Pack Doll. But yeah, if they did have another Mirror Retriever and then the sack, then it's pretty grim Lavamancer. Yeah, it makes sense to make a 3/3 and then make me lose life. I wonder if there's a way you can actually kill them. Oh, no, there's not. Not with the strands. So if we just name it, it's loss of life, not deal damage, which is a bit sad. I would have thought Golem Foundry getting it done. Okay, this is very much out of reach now. Let's just attack with the Informant and the Skyfisher, and then we're likely just going to be playing as... Yeah, they're just blocking with that. Yep. Let's just play the Skyfisher and then return the Inspector and play the Inspector again. Or, you know, let's just do it with the land instead. Play the land and we'll play this Rafine's Informant. Just get rid of this Screech is good to get rid of. We'll just play Screech. Maybe we get hit a Guardian's Pledge 3 times in a row. But probably not. And it's very likely they can just draw a Mirror Retriever and then their sack outlet as well. Be through a quarter of their deck. Or another Pack Doll. So make another Golem. And then Blood Fountain. Okay. I mean, they're being able to, with all their Tron lands, being able to get back the other Pack Doll was very real and can kill me very quickly. Okay, Novice Inspector. Let's just attack with the Flyers. 3/3 Golem is pretty brutal as well. I'm going to play this Veteran. I'll crack a clue first and see what we get. And we just play the Veteran and the Inspector. Just main deck Weather the Storms. Like, Jesus Christ. Yep, that's fine. But yeah, I think the only way we could potentially win this game is if we just draw Guardian's Pledge into Guardian's Pledge. But even now with the Blood Fountain getting back the other Pack Doll Terror. Alright, the Mir can do, yeah, you search for another Mir, which is going to be the Mirror Retriever, and then likely can just do the combo now if they have a sack outlet. And then you play it. Because it's just infinite and you get the infinite golems, you know what I mean? Oh, look. No, I'm not going to block that. Again, our way out is essentially a Guardian's Pledge. If you don't draw on, I'm going to concede here. Yeah, look, we'll crack this quickly. But even the Luxknight Breacher is not that good against them. Yeah, I'm going to concede. They're on 30 and they have lots of stuff going on. This is like generally probably just not a great matchup anyway. Destroy Evil at least can hit the Pack Dolls, so we'll bring that in. Holy Light doesn't really do anything. Strands doesn't do anything. Maybe we'll bring in the Palace Sentinels because it's better than the Luxknight. So let's cut the Bodyguards, they don't do anything. Veterans are better than nothing if they don't have the combo. I'm looking at these breaches. Let's just double check to make sure they're not running any extra shenanigans with ball wipes, like if they want to run the Graklan, just the Pyroblast, Heritage Wreck, Stonehorn. So they run like one breath weapon sometimes, so we can't really play against around that much. I think it's not good here. I mean, the breaches are kind of slow, to be honest. Bring the Power Sentinels instead. I think we're just trying to get there with Flyers. And I don't hate the Power Sentinels just try and draw us into extra shenanigans. The Strands are fine.
Let's see if we can get there with this. And we got a bit more interaction as well to kill these pack dolls. You know what? I'll keep this. We'll just see how it goes. This Destroyer was not doing anything for a very long time either, but this can go land Cracker Clue. The reason I'm keeping this is because I'm thinking if we can play multiple Battle Screeches and flash it back and just get in with the Guardian's Pledge, it might do it. Again, they might have the Breath Weapon, but it is what it is. I'd rather a quick loss than like a 30-minute loss. Okay, let's play the Plains. I'm just going to crack now. Right, we have a very slow hand. And they might have natural Tron. Looks like it. Yeah, they're just doing F6 value here. Okay, these weren't some great draws here. Let's attack. I mean, maybe if we got the Monarch and then we can just attack a bunch of times, who knows. I'll turn off auto yields because if they are able to go Tron and like filter and play Pack Doll, then at least we can kill it with the Destroy Evil. The first part of the Millennium Puzzle here. Yep. Green. Oh, Rumble. Okie doke. Yeah, Candy Trail. Just lots of ways to kill me. Yeah, feels bad we didn't have anything extra there. Let's go land and let's attack for one. We don't have hastes and we'll play the Sentinel and then hopefully we can play a lot of Screeches and hopefully just draw a Guardian's Pledge. It's the only real way. That's why I wanted to bring these extra Palace Sentinels, because we need something for this extra grind. Push the grind and get a big Guardian's Pledge off. That's cool they're running the temporal interventions. It works well for your Drowsy spawn. Yeah, get another tower. So they just really are spinning the wheels. Yep, temporal intervention. I'll assume they just get rid of the Destroy Evil here. Yeah, makes sense. Got a bit of redundancy besides that. Yeah, Blood Fountain. You get anything else cool? No. Okay, land. So, the Blood Fountain doesn't matter too much here. Sorry, my cat's just likes the microphone. Apologies. Part of the podcast. Let's just play an Ancient Den. Let's attack. I think we just really do have to play out this Battle Screech. And then next turn we can keep up all the other shenanigans if we want to. We can play the Battle Screech flashback. But yeah, if they play anything crazy, then we just lose. Even if I assume they'll probably do try and get another temporal intervention before they go off. There's the Pack Doll. Now, if they have the Sack Outlet and the Mirrors, they've got 3 cards in their hand though. It's crazy how fast they've been through their deck. They've been through almost half their deck, which is like insanely good. Alright. Guardian's Pledge. So here, I'm going to play their planes. It was a 3, 6, 9, 12. It's close, but they can... Oh no, actually it is lethal. So they can't do anything else. We kill this with the Thraben Charm and Guardian's Pledge, and it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15... Exactsies, right? Yeah, 3, 6, 12, 15, 14. Cool. This is what I meant by this is the only way we win, and they have no other mana. No, okay. Kill you, Guardian's Pledge. Here we go. Like I said, that's the way we win this game. Getting really lucky and doing that. The Power Sentinels actually helped a lot. I mean, that being a Luxknight Breacher was actually kind of be good as well. I liked everything else though in that match. Oh, this is close. They are keeping... I think we have to mulligan this as well, sadly. If we had another Plains, it would be a good hand. This hand's good. Let's just bottom a Raffine's Informant because we've got our curve going. Especially if we just draw like a Power Sentinel off the Bugler. Yeah, so we've got a land. So no more lands, please, deck. Guess we can just discard one anyway. Forest, okay, that's good. So we're not getting a turn. Turn 3 Tron, which is always a bit brutal. Let's just do this now. I think I'm doing the pack though. Let's just get rid of the Destroy Evil because I kind of want to be playing all these extra spells, and I want this Raffine's Informant to be as big as possible. We have a couple turns where we can at least a turn where we can attack this Raffine's Informant, maybe 2. I'm playing map. Yeah, we're just getting the value for that. I'm very thankful they don't have a big Tron hand here. Looks like they're not really going for Tron either. Let's just go Ancient Den. Let's attack for 4. And I could play the Skyfisher. No, let's play this because if we want to play Sentinels next turn if we hit a Sentinels and we don't hit anything. So that's even better. Some people really knock Bugler, but I think Bugler can be a good card. The Trumpet Man. Putting our Thraben Charm at the bottom is a bit how's your father as well, so at least now we're not taking the tempo away from the board. Next turn we can go Skyfisher, probably just bounce the Inspector, play the 2 Inspectors out, and then hopefully just draw something really good. Another Bugler. Let's go land. Let's attack with everything. I mean, if they kept their hand, I wonder if it was just lands and spells, but... I think this uses... I mean, I like the idea of having this flyer out. So let's do this. Return the Thraben Inspector. Play the Thraben Inspector and then play the Novice Inspector. It gets the most bodies out for if we do draw a Guardian's Pledge. And they're on 9 as well, which is important. If we draw Plains or something, we can crack the clue first. And I think anyway we're going to be attacking with everything. Hopefully we just draw Guardian's Pledge. I don't have anything else. You can Breath Weapon, it kills 2 of my creatures. Right, so this gets such a cool card. Yeah, it gets the Retriever. I don't play it. Okay. Let's just crack the clue first. Because the Pledge is like insane. Let's attack with everything and freak them the hell out. Yep, take the rest. What's this? Weather? Cast down. Oh, Viscera's inside. Yep, makes sense. I mean, they're drawing a lot of cards, but they don't have Tron. Let's just play the other bugler. Then we're 5. Let's just hope it's enough. Alright, we get a Sentinels. That's kind of nice. But still, I think we have the lethal on board anyway. We have 8 cards in hand. Is it enough? They might be able to just clog up the board, really. They are thinking hard about how they're going to win this game. That's a good way to start, because that means they're not really getting the combo out now. So maybe they are looking for some kind of... Oh, Weather's a great draw. They can still cast it as well. Is that what they're looking for? Spawn token, and they can play a Retriever here. It's not lethal then. They can still very much win this game. I'm not out of it. I need to draw a Guardian's Pledge, really. Yeah, they play a Retriever. Because if they have other Retriever, they just need one in the graveyard, really. We need to draw like a removal spell or... Yeah, let's just crack this clue token first and try and hit something. We didn't. So I'm just thinking... It's probably best to crack another clue token and try and hit a Thraben Charm. Because then if I do, then they die. Yeah, I kill this, and then they block this, and they take 2, 4, 6. Otherwise, they go block, take 4, 5. Let's just crack another clue. I don't really want to set them up anymore. Okay, cool. That's why we did it that way. Let's just kill this. Yep, and then we have lethal. I mean, lucky at that end bit to get that. Yep, you get the star, but then that's lethal. You're on 5. A very close game. I think I was very lucky there. Lucky they didn't get Tron. We were on the play for this one. This is not keepable. If we had another lands, we'd be in business. I'm going to keep this. We have lots of 1-drops. I'm actually going to bottom a land. Just the fact that we can go worst case turn 3, you know, crack a clue or whatever. And depending on what they play, I might even just... Oh, we're playing against eggs again? Okie doke. Let's just play everything out. The bodyguard's pretty crap, to be honest, but it is what it is. Let's attack for 1. Hopefully we just draw planes off the top. I was thinking we could crack a clue there and try and hit at planes, but then the rest of the stuff's just staying on our deck. Is this... Okay, so they'll have Tron eventually. Let's just crack this clue. Okay, we get the planes. So may have even, like... I took a risk there. The fact that our deck has lots of other 2-drops and we run, you know, 20 lands right now, so it's a good chance we had a better play on that turn. It was a lot more likely we were going to draw a 3-drop or a 4-drop or our strands, whatever. We're pretty cooking right now. Let's just attack for 3. We'll play this bugler out. I think really now we want to go land into Luxknight. Yeah, we'll get the land Luxknight and then hope for a land. It's gonna be a big one. So Ancient Den's our best draw. Yep. They have their Tron cooking. Can't do much about that. We always have them dead to a Guardian's Pledge as well, which is kind of funny. Okay. Let's attack. I'm mindful that they might actually just have the like a combo next turn, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they have a land drop. They have 7 cards in hand, so I'm kind of happy to take a turn off. I could have played a Fiends Informant, I guess there. Okay, so they got that one. Let's just. I'm glad I didn't play this for Fiends Informant. Let's just give this pro red. We'll pass back to them. Normally that's a one of, like I said, Breath Weapon or Fiery, Cannonade. It's kind of good we didn't play that Luxknight Breacher because it wasn't going to be that big anyway. It's going to be like 5/5. Yep. Pauper's so many eggs. So many 2 mana, draw a card and then do an effect. You know? It's the Pactol. Okay, it's a good one. Let's just crack a clue. I'm just hoping for a land so we can play Informant into... Oh, that's a good one. Do they run the... What? It's like a one-off? So some lists don't even run that. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Okie doke. This is worrying now. I can't do anything about that Mystic this turn. Let's just attack with the Militia Bugler, see what they do. And then I'm going to play, like, yes, we could have played the Bugler here, but I'm going to play the Informant because if we hit a Battle Screech, and I want to try and hit like an extra land here, that's good. Let's just get rid of the Bugler because we're likely going to be playing an Informant next turn if they don't have the combo. And it did block with the Mystic because we could kill it. So, all right. So it's like a relic version. Well, no, this is still the X deck. And what's this? Mnemonic Wall. Oh no, to get back the heritage. Oh well, the heritage doesn't matter here now. So they're an 8. Oh, Fiery Cannon, they can cast it again. Guess that's good for them. That makes this really awkward. Let's attack with these. Just attack with everything. I think with the Cannoneer, because it deals it to everything from memory. We have 4 cards in hand. Let's see if we had this Ancient Den here, it'd be sick. So let's kill this Mystique. I think I needed to swap it around. We're not playing anything else here because of the Breath Weapon shenanigans. If anything, I'll just play this Luxknight Breacher. I mean, let's just attack, to be honest. Let's just get in there. Got 4 cards in hand. If they do Breath Weapon, otherwise I'm just going to play this Bugler. Yep. Take 3. That's just going to be 3/3. Let's play the Bugler.
these buglers have not been kind to me as of late. So, okay, well this looks like it's going to be finishing me off. Well, they're grabbing with it Ghostly Flicker just to draw a billion cards. And that is very good. Yeah, hit the relic. Oh, they hit the monocle, I guess. Yeah. It's a good one. Is this just like, it's almost just like infinite, right? So they can draw like literally a billion cards. And they can Moments Peace me to death. I mean, with Tron, so they can effectively just flicker these two a bunch of times, get a bunch more wizard tokens, and then win the game. So much they have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So I can Ghostly Flicker 3 times. I mean, they probably don't want to do everything though, do they? Let's play a land. I'm going to play the Informant first, because if we get a Strands, then it makes all my other stuff a lot better. Okay, well it's not a Strands. Let's just discard the planes. Let's attack with everything. Just remember they have that Ghostly Flicker, the Instant Pyroclasm. Yeah. So we're just effectively dead here. Because they can flicker it with the Ghostly Flicker and just go to infinite. Really, I was just hoping they didn't have that one of Moments Peace. Sideboard wise, let's bring in the Palace Sentinels. The Destroy Evils are good because it handles the Mnemonic Wall. So bring in that. The Breaches felt clunky there. Again, I feel like we want to just win through pure aggro, just hit hard. And the Sentinels can kind of be, instead of the Luxknight Breacher, it can just draw us into answers to keep the game going for longer. Charms are still good. Bodyguards are pretty cringe. We'll get rid of those. I don't think we want to go harder on the Strands. Alright, on the play. Let's do this. This hand's very keepable. It's slow though, but we'll see how it goes. So we land Inspector, and then we'll go land Core Skyfisher, pick up Inspector. Having this Destroy Evil will be nice. So this isn't the Pactol version, which is, I don't know if it's better or worse. I literally, dying to 50 turns of Moments Peace feels so grim. I guess the other way I think we win this is we just make sure they don't get Tron, natural Tron, which you don't have anything for anyway because all our artifacts cost heaps more mana. So hopefully they don't have anything to get rid of our planes. Okay, they're looking towards a natural Tron here with an Energy Refractor, so that is, as the French say, not good for us. I'm actually going to... We need to get lucky here now, so I'm actually going to crack a clue and hopefully just draw planes. No, we didn't. We really needed to draw planes. We weren't going to get better there. Okay, well at least they don't have Tron here. And they probably have other weird shenanigans anyway. This Lunar Veteran's so bad. Let's attack for 2. Just play our 2 1-drop Dorks. Veteran's slightly better than Bodyguard, I think. At least you can bring it back as a flyer. But yeah, Lufkin doesn't really matter too much. Impulsing, okay. Do they have natural Tron? That is the question. They don't. Crop rock. Okay, well now they have natural Tron, so they have 7 mana at their disposal and they get a Surveil, and they're putting it on top. That is grim. Another Refractor. I wonder if it's just like a breath weapon or something. Okay, it's a Mystic, but they're using all their mana, so we can at least kill this with the Destroy Evil. We drew the Plains now, that's kind of annoying. But we've got to kill this. Tap that one. Attack. Very uphill battle though now. They have their Tron, they have multiple cards in hand. Yeah. I mean, we can charm that still. We have to be mindful of Ghostly Flicker though. They're playing Relic, so now they can't do that. We have 2 colors, so I wonder if they'll just use that. We are going to just charm that though and get in again. What's this? Hopefully we draw, if this is like a wall, no, it's a Cryogenic Relic. Okay. And a map. Okie dokie. Yeah, look. We just have to kill this. Sadly can't do much else, and then we'll attack. Even them just being going next turn, they can just Cryogenic Relic down the Skyfisher for a billion turns. We'll probably do the trick for them, really. I've been considering Sunlance in the sideboard, but I've been very happy with these Destroy Evils so far. And yeah, I got rid of this because I don't want them to Ghostly Flicker it to Oblivion. So yeah, putting a stun counter on there makes me think they don't have Moment's Peace. But I mean, it's still pretty free to do. Like they have a billion lands and everything else. Yeah, Mnemonic Ball. So we're going to try and kill that. But I have to think about Ghostly Flicker. So on our turn, we're just going to attack with both. And hopefully they just Impulse end of turn. Okay, that's nice. Let's attack with the 2 1/2s. Bing bong. It is a real counterplay here because, yeah, if they do have it, then we're just screwed here. So I'm going to discard the Prismatic Strands. And as long as we just keep a land up for this bloody... I mean, the Battle Screech is nice, but at least now we get around... Alright, now we can do it in response to this. Because they can't, they only got 2 mana. Kill this. And then we can Guardian's Pledge next turn and we have protection for it as well. I assume they might Cryogenic the Skyfisher down again. But they have 1 metric crap ton of mana in their hand. Another Relic. Can't have 6 because of the Pyroclasm of... That's that instant speed. Just have like actual 16 mana. It's crazy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, either way... Well, it can't go infinite with the flickers, so we'll play a land here. And then, yeah, just skip through our attack. It should do... Yeah, there we go. Let's just play the Sentinel. For this we can draw a card, maybe draw something good. Gain the life to offset the wizard token, and hopefully we just draw something for that.
Yeah. Unwind has been called. Okie doke. So they're obviously going to breath weapon here then. I can't do anything against that. And they draw 2 cards. I skip my combat again. And like a mystical teachings for another ghostly flicker as well. I mean, what's better than damage prevention? Literally just stopping you from playing your turn. So the extra issue is I need to draw 2 of my last 4 removal spells in top half of my deck, and they'll probably kill me otherwise. Okay, well let's just play a land. I'm going to play the Screech. Because I think we just need to gain life. And they can kill everything else if they want. We just tap down the veteran. I mean, just using it to gain life, otherwise they're going to just machine gun me over time. If I just draw something to kill this Stonehorn, I don't. Another option was just cracking clues until I found it. Because they were tapping out there. There's another one. Oh, let's crack a clue. Let's play a land and crack a clue. We do have lethal. Oh, well, yeah, sorry. They have the card moments piece as well. That is a legit card. I cannot do anything about. I'm just going to keep mana up for Guardian's Pledge. But this is getting into garbage time. Like, if they're going to ghostly flicker here, or they flashback teachings and get a ghostly flicker. Okay, what's up? Yep, are you leaving the train right now? Okay, so I can leave basically the same. Do you know how long it will take to get to Bron? Yeah, if that's okay. I think when your train leaves, I go and I'll meet you there at the same time. Yeah, all good. Sounds good. Love you. Bye. So yeah, the mystical teachings probably just getting Jesus Christ and prohibit. They're getting that. What does that mean for me? Can we draw? No, that's not good. This is garbage time. We'll take one more draw. They have now that prohibits just like an extra counter spell, so they're just locking us out of the game really. But there's no real point. They're just drawing multiple cards. If they flicker that, they have multiple ways to deal with it. They have 2 counter spells in their hand, so now I need to draw 3 of my removal spells. Top 38. And I mean, this is targeting what? I mean, they could probably just kill me this turn, to be honest. That flickers it. Null token, really, they just need to deal 2. Put 2 spells on the stack. Well, that will do it. We'll let them kill us. It's probably, it's fun. It's fun from their point of view. And it's cool to see these decks work as well. I don't know how this deck beats fairies though or something, to be honest. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Death by 1,000 cuts, eh? Alright, there we go. We'll see you in the next round. Alright, welcome back to the next round. We're on the play, so let's do this. Let's get down to business. This hand's, yeah, it's keepable. So we'll still go Inspector into Core Skyfisher for the max value. Plains Inspector. Just pass. So we're playing against Spread, it looks like. So it looks like we're playing against Madness Burn. Now, if there is a fairy in the graveyard, then I'm inclined to... Okay, it's got the Flame Breather and the Lava Dart. So we are just going to go land. So Strands is a good draw. Let's attack. And then we'll just play the Skyfisher and bounce the Inspector. So the Bodyguard's not as good with the Lava Dart version of this burn deck. So we're definitely starting these out. Okay. So we are definitely going to go land, kill the Flame Breather. Go land. So let's attack first. The only real reason it's not good is if they Fire Blast, which I wouldn't think they would do. Let's just do this. Cast, deal. Yep. Okay. They're in Flavor Country. So here's hoping we just draw a land and we can do this Battle Screech, and hopefully we just draw a Guardian's Pledge to wrap it all up. Yeah, definitely that mono red version. That's a good draw. So what I'm going to do is let's attack first. I'm going to... I'm just going to play the Bodyguard first. And then I'm going to play this Veteran because I want the Veteran to stick around if I draw planes. This looks like they're bolting the Skyfisher. Makes sense. Right, that comes into play. I could risk it and try and... You know what? Let's just do a Veteran. I know it doesn't use our mana great. But I still want to add to the board. Okay, hopefully now we just draw a... Ooh, that's still a pretty good draw as well. Can't do much with that. So let's just go Skyfisher. We'll turn the Inspector and play the Inspector again. This just gains 2 life anyway. Let's return the Inspector. Play the Inspector. And then if we get to keep this Lunarch Veteran and we draw planes, then we can definitely Battle Screech. Okay, we got a Sneaky Snacker coming in. Highway, okay. Look, we have a little bit of breathing room, so I'm hoping that if we draw a land, we gain 4 life, you know, we're going to be sitting alright. And they sacked a land, which makes me think they don't. I'm going to crack a clue first, see what we get. Okay, planes. Let's play that. Do I want to play the Inspector or crack another clue? Let's just play the Inspector to gain a life. And we somehow get them dead, so we will attack with the Skyfisher. And then next turn, we can just go Battle Screech, flashback Battle Screech. We should have enough in the air then, especially with the Prismatic Strands. See, that's scary. That is scary. So they attack the Snacker, they do. So we were pretty favoured at the beginning, but I think now we're stumbling a bit because we couldn't hit that extra land. Where's that Lava Dart going to face? Okay. Did you say me dead? I think they just do. That's the powerless deck. Yeah. So probably stumbled when we didn't draw that extra land. So that's okay. These things happen. Let's bring in all the extra stuff. So we're going to bring in that. We're going to bring in the extra strands. I don't really want the Luxknights in this. I feel a little bit too clunky. It's more mid-rangey stuff. We do want those. I don't think the bodyguards are actually that good here. Bugler's kind of good though as well. We want that. We still want the 1-drops. I think here we probably just cut. I know it doesn't feel great, but we're going to cut 1 Skyfisher. We want the Informants because they can discard the Strands and the Screeches. And it gets through all their creatures on the ground. This hand's just good. So just go Plains, and then we'll go, probably still do Informant. We really want to set up our world where we can go Lone Missionary, call Skyfisher, bounce the Lone Missionary. They're mulled to 6. Let's go land go. It's not so important playing the Ancient Den because we're not playing Luxknight in this sideboarded game. So it's important to recognize that with this Rafine's Informant, they can actually, like we have the draw and the discard, they can Lava Dart in response, which it looks like that's what they're doing, or they're bolting instead. And what are we hitting? I think Charm's too good. I kind of want this other Rafine's Informant as well. In the land. This is a tough discard because I kind of want to play this Informant again. I want all these cards. Can I whittle them away with all the extra creatures? Maybe I can. This is probably absolute crazy talk, but I want all my 2-drops. I want to be able to double spell on turn 4. Yeah, that's a Flame Breather. So we can play the Informant. Well, no play mistakes. Look at that. I think I want to kind of get rid of that still anyway, because I want to double spell. Am I ever going to draw a Guardian's Pledge again? No, that is the question. I'm going to hit this. It feels so bad, but I think we kind of got it. I think this Guardian's Pledge is going to help us win the game as well, so. And hopefully they just tap out so we can do our shenanigans. Real bad news bear if they play a lava dart, if they discard a lava dart. And they killed our informant anyway. Alright, creature. Really been winning with these informants. Let's do the informant first. Still want a double spell. Let's just can this Guardian's Pledge. Let's play a land. And then they're going to be forced to kill this missionary. So let's just play the missionary. Pass. There's the gutter snipe. And a bolt. Wow, bolting that. That's interesting. And then they can tackle one, I guess. Yeah, okay. So at least with our turn, we can... We've got 2 cards left. So we can still pick up the missionary. Which is that. That's what we'll do. Let's kill the gutter snipe now. We'll pass. We're just like not even close to killing them though, that's the problem. At least we can play all our spells next turn. Okay. I think they can kill us in 2, so let's play the Bugler. This uses our mana the best, because if we get another missionary, then we can double missionary next turn. We do find another missionary. Let's play an Inspector. You know, they can at least attack with the Flame Breather. And then if we survive, I mean, they need a very particular set of cards. But if we survive, we go double missionary, we go back up to 20. We can attack with both. Got a dart there, another gutter snipe. We're back to where we were before, where we need more stuff. Now I'm just going to crack this clue first because I actually want to charm more than anything. Let's attack the Bugler. God bless Vigilance. That's okay. They can do that. Let's play this missionary. Kissing Flame Breather. Absolute house. And we have 2 pledges in our graveyard as well. Another Flame Breather. It's not good because like, we can't really do anything against them here either. I'm going to actually draw first. Before I play out this other missionary. Yeah, Guardian's Pledge is good. Let's just play this missionary out. Uses our mana the most. I'm not going to give them the option to be able to lava dart. But now, like, this is a big problem. Yes, we're on 20, but how do we get through all this, you know? Like, one spell did 4 damage to us just then. And they're probably just sacking the mountain so they can continue on their merry way. Faith Swings flashback is a 4 damage. We're going to have to send it all. Another gutter snipe, wow. Now lava dart's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Scary. Okay. Let's play this. Let's play this, and they can dart this if they want, because then we can attack with everything. I feel so dead here though, just them having this much stuff. I am going to swing with everything. And I'll have
have to dart. And so if they choose to use a dart on a creature, then they're taking 3, 6. I think we still punch it. Do we punch it? Kills that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not attacking with anything else. I think we're not pledging here. I think this is fine. We'll just take the damage. Freaks them out a little bit. And then let's just crack this clue and try and hit another 1-drop, I guess. Oh, I mean, that's good. But I don't know if we're going to last that long. Yep. Another grab a prize. This them's just discarding. And what they really just need a ham sandwich because got a dart. This didn't feel close, this game, really, did it? Yeah, and then the dart kills me. So regardless, they were going to kill me anyway pretty quick. Pretty quick smart. Yeah, just let it happen. Alright, we'll go over into the next game then. Damn. Alright, we won the roll, so we'll be on the play. Let's go first. This hand's good. Lands and spells. Ancient Dens, creatures, call Skyfisher to bounce. Interaction. They mull as well. So hopefully we can just turn this league around. I mean, not every time we can go positive win results, but this doesn't mean just because we're not winning all our games doesn't mean we're not learning stuff and the games aren't enjoyable. Okay, so blue white. Let's just hit with this inspector and we'll play this core Skyfisher. Pick up this, pass. Yeah, you got relic. Yep, so if we don't draw a land, we're just gonna just double drop these and then we'll play just check the Skyfisher. Maybe this deck needs to run like an extra land or something potentially with the Luxknight Breachers. They're playing this Kraken Relic. This is actually on my radar to play. I don't know if it's actually any good, but you know. Wow, so they missed a land drop like us. So we're just going to fire off with Raven Charm. Land's good, but yeah, let's just fire off with Raven Charm. Kill that. Just going to use these. And we'll attack him for 4. Hopefully we just continue this trend. Hopefully they're just playing a Kraken Relic. So did draw land. Yep, and what, a Glinthawk? Don't recommend playing Glinthawk. Oh, yeah, I guess you draw back the stuff. I mean, it's good, but they're just cleaning up again because they pick up the Kraken Relic. So it's not really doing, it's still just drawing a card. I guess it's card selection for them. They can discard something that doesn't matter. Okay, they've got a land, so I'm going to play, I'm just going to attack with this Skyfisher and then we're going to play out this Screech. My version of this artifacts list runs the gates instead. We've got plenty of birds so we can block the Glinthawk if we want and hopefully we just draw Guardian's Pledge and win the game. That's the plan anyway. Yeah, there's another relic. So they might want to stun the core Skyfisher down here. And then Skyfisher, okie doke. So again, this picks it up, but they're doing card selection again. So if they're running Wedding Invitation, this tells me they're running the Luxknight Breacher. I am just going to fire off and kill this Skyfisher. If I don't draw a Guardian's Pledge, that is. Informant. Yeah, look, let's just still kill the Skyfisher. Let's attack with everything. It's only losing one creature. Probably just a Novice Inspector, I assume. I think this is what the problem was I found with this deck is that let's just do the Prismatic Strands because they're obviously running like a Thread Charm probably, so at least now we can do Prismatic Strands to stop a charm if they're doing it on their turn, which they probably won't because then they know about the strands. But now we can just fire off hopefully this Guardian's Pledge and call it a day. Again, we have lethal on board, so they need to add something to this board set, otherwise they're going to lose. So still dead if they try and stun here. Can't counterspell. They might run Spell Pierce and you're dead. Okay. So I cut the dust to dust out of this sideboard, which is a little bit sad. I kind of don't want anything anyway. I don't want the Power Sentinels because they got more flyers than me. The strands are like pretty. How's your father? Destroy Evils. I guess I hit the Luxknights. They might rot in our hand though. I feel like they're coming. Let's cut the strands. And let's run the Destroy Evils. Just so we have a way to get rid of the Luxknights because we're going to be using the Thraben Charms to kill their flyers. It's been a lot of talk about whether, this hand's not good, whether blue-white with the Krajan Relic and the Hawks and the Core Skyfish is actually any good. I am leaning towards it probably isn't either, but I think it's still good to test out anyway. We're going to keep this. I'm actually going to probably bottom an Informant. No, you know what? It's probably just a Bugler because these are still pretty good. They are going to trade up. Alright, that's a pretty good draw. So we're going to go Informant and then probably into another Informant. Hopefully ripping a plane soon. We're definitely discarding this Battle Screech though. I smell a counterspell on my horizon. Let's go Informant. We discard this Battle Screech. And then if we draw a Plains, then we go Informant Inspector. Probably just discard the Core Skyfisher. Oh yeah, sorry, I still have this stop here. Oops, sorry, I want this one. Alright. They're not doing much else either. So playing a Glint Hawk and returning a land. That's not fun for them. Pretty rough. I'm trying to work out what a good build is for that deck. I am just going to play everything out. Charm is good. So I might actually, I want the Pledge, I want the Bugler. Just get rid of the Skyfisher. Let's flash, because we're going to have these flyers anyway. Beep, beep. I don't want to trade my Informant for a Glinthawk. I wonder if they're going to Spell Pierce this. That's fine, they can use a negate. I'm wondering if they have more negates where this comes from. I don't even know if negate's correct against weenies either. Relic's good. So now playing Glint Hawk would be nuts. I have a feeling they do have another Glint Hawk because they just played one out to pick up the land. Ooh, doesn't look like it. Okay, that's a Breacher. So let's attack with the Informants. And let's just play a Bugler, I think. Yeah, let's just build up a board state, I reckon. Because if they play a Knight, it doesn't really matter because we have more permanents in them. And we can just probably kill it with a Thraben Charm anyway if they play one. They can't play one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Wedding Invitation. There's that one. If we just draw land, Destroy Evil's nice. I'm going to play the Informant first. If we just rip a land. Yeah, I'm actually going to discard this Luxknight. And I'm going to play a land. And let's attack with everything. And then if they play a Luxknight, which I feel like it's coming, we can kill it, or we can use a Thraben Charm and kill it. And then we can just hopefully just Guardian's Pledge them and kill them. So yeah, I'm hoping to just go, okay, Thraben Spectre, and then Luxknight Breacher, probably. Mirror Enforcer, well that's a nice destroy evil target. Stunning down the Informant, okay, that's fine. And I hope they just kind of spell pierce this. Kill this. And then, do I want to just charm that? If they choose to block 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, let's just attack because it drops them down to a ridiculously low life total. Okay, we'll just let this happen, and then end of our turn we can crack a clue token, or we can cast a Thraben Charm. Yep. Searching for an answer. Glinthawk. That's going to do much if they're picking up the Wedding Invitation. I think they have double counter spell as well, but yeah, another Wedding Invitation. Well, the same Wedding Invitation anyway. But this makes me feel good where I can just play all their mana now. Let's just kill both of their stuff and then Anthem. Yeah, they're dead. Alright, welcome to the 5th and final round. This hand is not as good, but we still have the plays of going Land Inspector and then Land Clue Token Break into Bugler. Just depends on what we face. So it's probably is good Luxknight hand as well. Okay, it looks like we're playing against Jund, which is probably like a not too bad of a hand here. So let's play this Inspector. Be mindful of the Shaman. Yep, there's a Spell Bomb. Okay. Let's go land, let's attack, and play the Skyfisher and pick up the Inspector. Skyfish is very good against the Jund decks. Not Spell Bomb. Strands is a little bit sad. I mean, having all these Spell Bombs isn't great for them. We'll play Plains, we'll attack, we'll play the Bugler. And we just be mindful of a Chrysalis. So yeah, a Luxknight Breacher is probably one of our best draws or hits off the Bugler. Hey, there you are. So we're definitely playing it next turn. We're probably just going to get rid of... I wonder what we're going to get rid of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 7/7 is a lot better than what they can play. I assume they're just playing. Oh, okay, they're playing a wildfire. The other option is, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can make a 7/7, or I could play this and then play this, and it's probably we'll attack first. It might be worth more to just play. See this. I'm mindful they probably have cast sound, so let's just play this and an inspector. Never even know about this novice inspector. There we go. Let's just play another one. And then because we use this Guardian's Pledge, I'm mindful they probably have cast down in their hand. Because they're just sitting around. Double red. What's double red? Nothing. Alright, it's another insight. So you can also just Shaman and do some pretty hefty damage. We do have the strands though in our hand, so depending on how they want to do things. They've had a very weird hand here. Yeah, they're playing a Chrysalis. Okie doke. I mean, it is a fair cop, really. So, that's interesting. If we attack with everything, we're not going to lose it all. If they don't block with the spawn tokens, I can drop them to 1 essentially and then play another inspector. I kind of like that, and none of my stuff is really going to die. Let's just attack and see what they do. Because I feel like even if they fire off like anything specific, blocking that, it's kind of fine. And then we can just play the Luxknight Breacher. I want to keep it alive and deal 3. Let's just play the Luxknight Breacher. It's a nice big daddy here. It's a really nice 9/9. They can have the Shaman in the Death Touch stuff, but like I said with clue tokens, yeah, okay, they have the cast down. They were sandbagging the cast down. And no Shaman. So I'm just going to play out the 2 inspectors. And then I can keep this Prismatic Strands kicking along, or this Guardian's Pledge. We're not going to do anything with the lands. Five mana. Just flashing it back. Yeah, that's fine. The best draw is probably like another land, to be honest, so we can go double pledge. Yeah, we'll just discard the strands. Now I'm quite happy to crack a clue in the turn. Our best draw is just the plains. So two draws to draw land as well. Land? Okay. I think we just hang back. Let's play a Raffine's Informant, and then we'll discard this Screech and flash back. Screech. I think we'll just, I mean, we could attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I have none, I can blood token again. Let's just attack with these, and let's charm the Chrysalis. Just kill it. It sounded fine. Okay, so doing that. In for 4. And we have this strands and some 2 extra birds as well. 9 cards in hand. Alright, we're gonna have to discard this pledge, which is a bit sad. Very sad to discard you. And that should telegraph that we have this other strand, this other pledge in our hand. Another Chrysalis. Brutal, and then just casting it as well. I mean, now we're still going to attack with everything. Pulse is huge, really. And they can use this mana to also still potentially play like a cast down or something. So the fact that they did Familiar and we lost this pledge. Let's just attack with everything. Three, 6, 9, 12, 15. So you still have to block with the Refurbished Familiar. I'm going to fire it off. It probably doesn't feel good to do that here though, that's all. There's 6 cards in hand. Where's their breath weapons? Yeah. Yeah. And let's just fire this off.
Yeah, so he's just cast down mana. Let's find out. Casting down anything. I can imagine them would have done a Novice Inspector if they did that then. Where's that going though? Doing the birds to keep it familiar around. Okay. 3, 6, 9. It's still lethal. Oh, this one isn't. Yeah, 3, 6, 9. Oh, because they had the other on board. Let's just play out this Informant. Doesn't matter. We'll just discard whatever it is. They're on 5. We want all the power we can. Yep. And then don't draw a Shaman. With Death Touch, that would be hectic. No, it doesn't matter as much. So we're gonna have to just, I mean, that was a good draw. Let's just do this for red. If they have a breath weapon, they have a breath weapon. They don't. Alright, don't do it now because I did flash it back. What are they playing here? More artifacts. Pulse. Oh, pulse into a familiar is great. So you have 3 artifacts. So really I need to draw a prismatic to survive here. I think they've stabilized though. Double pulse was good. If we just go to our draw step, I might want to do this in the upkeep here. So the thing is with this is they have to fire it all off now. So let's crack this clue and just pray to the magic gods we draw strands. We don't draw strands, so we do lose everything, sadly. I don't even want to crack this other clue, to be honest. Brutal. Yeah. Look, I'm just going to I'll play this, and then if we hit a 1-drop, then we are able to discard the Screech. Play it. Yeah, look, let's just concede. There's maybe some universe that we survive it, but I think they did very good of stabilizing there. So let's bring in these Destroy Evils with the Chrysalis, like the Palace Sentinels and the Strands. Most things are important here. I don't think the Bodyguards are as important. I still want to try out these Luxknight Breachers in these matchups. I don't think the Raffine's Informants are as good because we're going to be discarding the Strands anyway. And we're bringing this extra removal for the Chrysalis shenanigans. Lunarch Veterans aren't that good either. So we just keep in 1 Raffine's Informant. Everything else is kind of pretty mid. Let's see how this one goes. We're on the play. This hand's good. A way to handle a Chrysalis. And we've got a Baza Screech in case they have a familiar. They've discarded 1. Again, it is a bit of a hill climb this matchup, so let's just see how we go. So let's play creature, pass. Blood Fountain is annoying with the Chrysalis shenanigans. Okay. Okay, Luxknight Breacher. So I'm actually going to attack for 1 and then crack a clue because we really want to find another land in this. And then next turn we can still, you know, keep up shenanigans. I want to get a 2-drop as well. It only really changes 1 damage here. Yeah, this is pass. Just to go familiar, yeah, refurbish familiar. We have plenty of discard outlets here. Spellbomb. Okay, and in this turn, I think we're still playing like one of these inspectors, and we're likely just still cracking a clue, to be honest, because I want to be able to play Screech and flashback Screech. So we'll attack for 1. We'll keep up Thraben Charm just in case they play anything interesting, but we're likely just going to be discarding the strands unless they tap out for whatever they want to do. As you can see why this is where Dust to Dust can be good. Right, let's crack this. There's an Ancient Den. So I kind of want to play Battle Screech and flush it back. So let's go attack for 1 and then we'll see what they do. Because then we can go Inspector Breacher. If I want to cast down Thraben Inspector, I'm kind of fine. It already paid itself off. They're deciding if they want to cast down this Thraben Inspector. It's kind of a debate though as well. Like, it doesn't really matter to me that much. Yeah, cast down? Sure. That's fine. If it means they're not playing Chrysalis next turn either, then that's even better, you know? Yeah, let's just discard. We want the land. Let's just go. So Thraben Charm doesn't matter as much. Yeah, I'm worried about their Shaman, so we'll just discard the Charm and fade this. Yeah. Yep. I do have a feeling they have another cast down, which is a bit annoying. But we're going to do what we came here to do, which is play a bunch of spells. And hopefully they don't have another cast down. Let's just attack. And now we really have nothing. So here's my 9/9. What are you going to do to us? Pulse? Chrysalis. Okay. I mean, it could have been worth it just to... Let's crack the clue. It may have been worth it just to swap out the strands for the charm. Let's play another planes. Let's just attack the Breacher. And hope we just draw a Guardian's Pledge at some point. The fact that they can go Chrysalis, dies, Blood Fountain it back, play the Chrysalis again, does make me think we want more of a Wedding Invitation deck. So this probably isn't like the correct thing to do, you know? Yep, draw a billion cards. Cast down? Grim. Okay. So we want some Buglers or something like that. Power Sentinels is good. I don't know why they didn't attack there. Let's just kill this now. And let's attack with everything. I am going to be discarding this plains though. Keep killing a bird. 2 cards. Guardian's Pledge would be nice. So probably fire off the Blood Fountain, return the Refurbished Familiar and the Wrathing Chrysalis. It's pretty good. I'm going to be discarding this plains though. What's in their hand if they don't want to do that? Riddle me that. Let's play the Inspector and just crack it, because the Guardian's Pledge would be great. Let's just attack. And we'll go land Inspector. What's this? Breath Weapon. Alright, we'll try and fire off this Strands then. Do you have another Breath Weapon? Probably. Red. Cool. It resolves. Very nice. I'm waiting for them to just pulse and like do it again. Let's play this Novice Inspector. Okay. Yeah, we just discard the Strands out. And he's just hoping we draw some more shenanigans in Chrysalis. Got 2 more cards. Okay, they just get a swamp. Okay. Let's just crack the clue. Let's play this and we'll crack again because a Guardian's Pledge is great. We don't have to worry about the Breath Weapon just yet. Okay, that's good. Let's attack with everything. It's still worth it to do that now. I think so. I'm going to lose it otherwise, I think. So let's just do this now. Drop them to 6. My Third Inspector still dies. Whatever. That's whatever. They're on 2. And then that's all my lethal now. It's like a pulse. I'm just cycling. Surely this doesn't do it. We have 4 mana left. I mean, not Chrysalis locks it up probably. Land. That's from before. Red. So here we're going to do the Strands in response. It doesn't really matter, they're going to be able to just kill everything anyway, so I think we're dead here. And the reason I'm doing that is because if they do have a cast down in their hand, then they couldn't have just done the cast down and then cracked the shaman to kill everything. So now, my issue is that they can just go, so on our turn they can do the shaman, but they have to sack everything in response. So really they're just losing 4 lands, so we lose all our creatures, which is annoying. Otherwise I would have done it there anyway.
So I guess I could have kept the Guardian's Pledge then to play around the Shaman. Alright. Let's play this. See, 2 cards to touch. Let's just play this so that we have a way to essentially continue this game. And then we can Strands now. Let's just tap a bird. Get this. What a weird game. And let's just attack with all our 1/2s. I don't want to lose the bird because it's technically probably the best one here. And I need to cast down for one of these inspectors. Wow, we somehow won that. There we go. That's good. Good for Ryan. Good, good. This hand's good. We'll keep it. Do wish we had these Dust to Dust hands instead, but we can't have it all. So that's a good card. Very good card. We got removal for this pesky Chrysalis when it comes in. Just a Wildfire. Yeah. I wish we were on the play though. I'm going to do what we did before, and we're just going to use our mana to the best of ability so we can go crack a clue. Because we want the best kind of stuff. So let's attack first. And then we just play a land. Just going to play a plains and we'll pass. I wonder if these decks are still running the, gives Death Touch ability. Know what I mean? Okay, they have all their mana, that's for sure. You get that. Let's just crack this clue token. Okay. Let's play this Ancient Den. Let's attack for 1. And then we'll play this Inspector and likely just draw off it. And then if we're somehow able to keep the monarchy for a good while, we are in what they call Flavor Country. So yeah, likely just going to crack this clue into turn. I do smell the Chrysalis here. I have heard it's a good Magic the Gathering card. Strands is not very good against Chrysalis, as you can probably guess. Just gives so much mana as well, it's just cooking. So hopefully they just don't have a double Chrysalis hand. Shooting Wildfire on it. Let's just crack the clue token. Right, Bugler's kind of nice. I mean, it kind of just open just to cast that, to be honest. Can't respond to it. Let's just do that. Let's play Screech, and then hopefully we can play Sentinels to follow up. Okay, we'll just tap these, because likely we might be, blocking with a Novice Inspector of some sorts. I also can see myself just playing Bugler next turn. I wonder why they do that there. So playing a Wellspring, but they have lots of mana. Yeah, you can look at our hand, that's fine. Probably taking the Charm, I guess.
It's the way we're killing a Chrysalis. I swear I brought in to destroy evils. I haven't seen those yet. I definitely have them in the deck, but who knows? Guess I don't. So even if these bird tokens, I mean, they could just breath weapon us here, and then we're in not a good shape. I love what that Jura thing. Just take the charm, bro. Take the charm, pass. And breath weapon is still a 1-for-1 because we've actually all our inspectors have withdrawn off of. Alright, they hit the Guardian's Pledge. That's quite interesting. So there might be some kind of getcha with the breath weapon. So the breath weaponing here, I guess. Yeah, looks like it. Yep. They're still a 1-for-1. So they've got 3 cards in their hand. And they're playing Familiar. We will discard... Oh. Like, I think it is the Strand still. No, here comes the Pain Train. Okay. So here I am just going to play the Bugler. And then hopefully just draw... Okay. Well, I guess the Power Sentinel is technically better. Well, let's just take the Luxknight Breacher. Because it might be good. We're going to be taking some damage though in a Sekaruni. It's funny because I kind of would have preferred like a lot of other cards. Oh, another Chrysalis. I think this is all she wrote though. Here. I'll be attacking with the other Chrysalis here, but I guess that's is your choice. Best draw is probably Rafine's Informant into Battle Screech. I mean, Battle Screech is good. Let's cast the Battle Screech, and then we have a way to at least kill one of the Chrysalis. Maybe. They might be thinking about killing this Bugler in response, I guess. Which makes sense. If this survives, this... Yeah, okay, so they got cast down. Okay. So I'm not getting the other half of this. So what I might do if they decide to sack a spawn, I am going to try and just kill one of these Chrysalis. Chrysali. Yep. I lose all that. And they're nerve of the charm anyway, so they probably won't do that. I think we're discarding the Power Sentinel. It's not very good against these familiars. He's hoping they kind of misplay with the spawn. I don't have anything else, I guess. Yeah, what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not good for me. We'll play the Breacher. Just kind of dead on board after this. If they're sacking the spawns, which is a little bit BR, it's a cast down. Yeah, look, we are dead here, but I think it was very close. Have to block that, take 2. And a third Chrysalis, and this is just heinous. I don't actually have a way out of this really, so we're gonna just block, jump block this Chrysalis, jump block this, we'll kill this, and then, yeah, genuinely don't have anything. I think we can draw. End the Shaman. I think we're dead. Yeah, that's a GG. That's a GG. This one wasn't close, sadly. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.